Love, Chunibyo, and Other Delusions Retold. Episode 6, Isshiki and the Love Letter, Act 1. One night, Yuuta was on his bed playing his handheld console playing a fantasy fighting game. He hadn't played in a while, so he couldn't keep up with the pacing. At this rate, Yuuta would drag his teammates down. Suddenly, Chimera appeared on Yuta's stomach, blocking his view. "Hey, go bug someone else," said Yuuta. But Chimera didn't listen. "Yuuta! Yuuta!" called Rika. She was climbing down from her balcony on a rope. "Yuuta! I need air support!" So Yuuta went outside his balcony and caught her feet. He looked up at Rika and said, "Hi, Rika. What's up?" "We have an ASAP matter on our hands," she replied. "You're not using that term correctly," said Yuuta. The two students went inside his bedroom. Rika brought a bag with her. "I've made society uniforms," said Rika. "Uniforms?" asked Yuuta. "From now on, when performing club tasks, you will wear this," said Rika, pulling out a black shirt. It had two Asian characters in white, which read Dark Flame. Rika showed Yuuta the uniform she was wearing. Her characters read Evil Eye. "Wear your shirt for tomorrow's activities," said Rika. But Yuuta was not impressed or interested. "No way. I've told you 100 times I've outgrown stuff like this." He dropped the shirt on the floor and got back to gaming. Rika had her feelings slightly hurt, but became interested in Yuta's gaming. "Is that your avatar?" asked Rika. "Yeah, I guess so," replied Yuuta. "His name is Setsuna? Mind your own business, okay?" Then they heard something upstairs. Yuuta and Rika looked up. "Hurry up and go home already. That's the priestess, right?" asked Yuuta. "Right. 7 a.m. tomorrow. Rendezvous point B," said Rika, and she left Yuta's room to climb up her rope to her room. Yuuta looked at the shirt he dropped on the floor. Meanwhile, one floor above him, Toko was on her phone looking stern. "It's nearly time," she said. The next day, Yuuta and Rika were in art class. The two students were painting on their canvases. "Listen up, it's already July, right?" asked Yuuta. "I'm probably the only one who can understand your situation, so I guess it can't be helped. But don't you think you should try talking to someone other than me?" "I do talk to other people," replied Rika. "There's Dekamori, Kumin, and Nibutani." "Well, that's completely different. Who else?" asked Yuuta. "Yuuta, you're the same way. In class, you only speak to me, Nibutani, and Isshiki," said Rika. "Don't make that comparison," said Yuuta. "I don't like being part of a group," said Rika. What a pain, thought Yuuta. "I'll just drop it for now." He remembered that Rika said the other night, "I only have to inform the priestess and Dekamori, because they're the only two beings who seem to acknowledge my presence in this dimension." Suddenly, a student girl said to Yuuta, "Hey Tagashi, your drawing is awesome." "Huh? Look how cute Takanashi is." "You think so, huh?" Another student girl came by and said, let me see. "Oh, you're right. Tagashi, do you draw comics and stuff?" No, not really." During his Chunibyo phase, Yuuta drew weird and fantasy illustrations all the time, and today he was very disappointed and embarrassed with himself indeed. "Finished! It is a masterpiece," said Rika, done with her canvas. "Really? Show me, said the student girls. But when they looked at Rika's canvas, they were very surprised indeed. "Is that supposed to be Tagashi?" asked the first girl. "He's in the middle of battle," said Rika. "The middle of battle?" asked the second girl. Yuuta swiped the canvas and saw it for himself, and there he was, in a black coat, using the flames of darkness. Yuuta was shocked. On the verge of death, he unleashes his final attack. "Dark Flame Technique!" shouted Rika. "Shut it!" exclaimed Yuuta. "Dark Flame Technique?" asked the student girl. "I can't reveal too much, But the Dark Flame technique is Yuta's greatest defensive magic, continued Rika. With it, Yuuta will defeat— Ow! Yuuta smacked her in the head with her canvas. Nibutani was also painting, but got distracted by them. What are they doing? She asked. Suddenly, Dekamori appeared and falcon kicked Nibutani in her canvas. That got the whole class's attention. Never let your guard down, fake Mori Summer, said Dekamori. She stuck her tongue out to her and ran away. Don't call me Mori Summer, shouted Nibutani. The class then got back to work. Are you okay, Nibutani? Asked the first student girl. Yeah, she replied. Was she a friend? Asked the second girl, helping her up. But Nibutani didn't answer, but she thanked her. Even the lower classmen admire you. Nibutani chuckled nervously. What is she doing? Thought Yuuta. Suddenly, Isshiki touched Yuta's shoulder from behind. Yuuta, he said, and scared him by accident. Whoa! Hey, what gives? Asked Yuuta. Isshiki had a stern look on his face. After class, you got some free time? Sure. Yuuta and Isshiki met after art class. Yuuta was surprised when Isshiki said he got a love letter? Asked Yuuta. Yep. What should I do? Asked a nervous Isshiki. Hold on a sec, said Yuuta. Isn't this what you've always wanted? Why are you acting so weird all of a sudden? Well, because I never thought I'd really get one, replied Isshiki. So why are you acting like a little girl? Exclaimed Yuuta. Isshiki got close to him and said, It was all because of this guitar, right? If I'm this popular, it's only because they think I can play music, right? But I can barely play 3 strings. What should I do? Well, for starters, get the heck off of me right now, exclaimed Yuuta. Everyone's getting the wrong idea. He was unfortunately correct, as some students were nearby and had mixed reactions. It's definitely about the minors, right? Girls definitely love the minor chords, don't they? Exclaimed Isshiki. He strummed his guitar and played discordant notes. What kind of reasoning is that? Calm down, said Yuuta. That's impossible! Exclaimed Isshiki. Let's think about this, said Yuuta. Question number 1. Are you totally sure it was really a love letter? I told you it was, didn't I? Exclaimed Isshiki, pulling it out. It was pink, too. Question number 2. Are you sure it's not a prank by one of the guys? Asked Yuuta. Just look at this girly handwriting! It read, Dear Isshiki, I'll be waiting for you after school this Saturday under the ginkgo tree. See? See? Said Isshiki. Yuuta sighed through his nose. Question number 3. Are you sure it's a boy and a girl working together to destroy you? He asked. You have some serious trust issues. I've been through a lot. Who do you think wrote the letter? I've gone through the list over and over, but no name stands out. I can't figure it out to save my life, exclaimed Isshiki. So you don't have any idea? Asked Yuuta. Well, let's see. Isshiki pulled out his notebook of student girls and searched. There's Hirakata, Nabatame, Sumuji. No way! That's not possible! Still, if I had to say... Say it. Nibutani. Isshiki began to feel excited while Yuuta was uncomfortable. I mean, it's like, when our eyes cross paths, it's like she always smiles back at me so sweetly. Not to mention her personality, she's proper and straightforward, right? And naturally, a girl like her would be drawn to a wild musician like me, right? Yuuta bounced his leg in anxiety. No, 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 no! What makes you so sure? Because no! That I can at least say for sure. Why are you for sure? Wait, could it be to the two of you already? That's a definite no! Shouted Yuuta. You're right. Someone like you wouldn't stand a chance with a hottie like Nibutani, said Isshiki. You're one to talk, thought Yuuta. In any case, I gotta figure out which girl wrote this letter. But I mean, I can't just ask her directly. You know what I'm saying? You're my only hope, shouted Isshiki. Why can't you just ask them yourself? Asked Yuuta. Stupid! Do you think I'm some pickup artist who's capable of chatting up a girl I barely met? And it'd be sure to end in failure, right? Game over, man! Definitely, right? Shouted Isshiki. Don't complain about your lack of confidence and then act confident, said Yuuta. Later that day, Yuuta went to his club room where Rika, Dekamori, and Kumin were there. The three girls were wearing their black shirts Rika made for them. Kumin's shirt read Dark Dream, and Deko's read Purgatory. She was reacting to it. Whoa, I'm enveloped in obsidian. This is the true incarnation of the powers of darkness. I doubt any of them know who it is, thought Yuuta. I used my magic to give Deko's shirt a fiery blue appearance. When donning this in public, you must state your true name, said Rika to Kumin and Deko. I am the Eye of the Wicked Lord, member number 0, Rika Takanashi. I am the servant of the Eye of the Wicked Lord, wielder of the Mjolnir hammer, member number 0, Sanai Dekamori. I am the Night Siesta of Horror, the Sleeping School Beauty, member number 0, Kumin Sayuri. The three girls posed after each of their introductions. Flawless, said Rika. Yes, finished Dekamori. Don't you think the numbering's a little off? Asked Yuuta. That's because 0 sounds dark and mysterious, said Rika. 0's the only way to go, yes, added Deko. I don't understand, but I'm sure it's cool, said Kumin. So then, which one of us is worthy of 0? Let us decide here, said Rika, about to pretend to fight Deko. Prepare for death, she shouted. Kumin was confused. Rika said to her, You can fight too, right? Oh, I see, she replied. I wish you wouldn't encourage them like that, said Yuuta. But Yuuta, look, you're wearing your uniform too, under your shirt, said Kumin. No, panicked Yuuta. I was just out of clean clothes, and, Rika lifted his shirt to see for himself. Yuuta, you're really wearing it, she said excitedly. Don't look, shouted Yuuta. Suddenly, the door to the club room slammed open. It was Nibutani. She was furious. You stupid brat! So you've come at last, replied Dekamori. Looks like I need to teach this idiot a lesson once and for all! Nibutani was holding a glass of milk. Deko was already scared. White poison! Not again! She exclaimed. I've even warmed it up for you. That way the taste and smell will spread to every corner of your mouth, said Nibutani. Woman, were you sent by the devil? Wait, that's not right. I, Dekamori, am on the side of darkness. What woman are you, an angel? Either one's fine with me, shouted Nibutani, opening the milk. Deko screamed bloody murder, and Nibutani pinned her. Now drink! Drink it! No! Let me go! Unhand her this instant! Shouted Rika. Do I have to punish you too? Shouted Nibutani, about to karate chop her in the noggin. And Rika backed off. I'd really gotta be brave someday, she thought. I wish you luck, Deko. You can do it, cheered Kumin. Hey, Nibutani, said Yuuta. What do you want? I'm busy right now, so shut it! Well, what? Shut up already! If you bother me, you're next! Unfortunately, Isshiki was at the door of the club room and saw Nibutani's true colors. She saw him. Hey there, said a mildly nervous Isshiki. Nibutani let go of Dekamori and faked her kindness. I can finally breathe. That was an ordeal, said Deko. Oh my, if it isn't Isshiki. Is something wrong? Asked Nibutani. No. I just have to ask Yuuta something, he replied. Oh, is that so? You Pow! Dekamori recovered from her punishment and hit Nibutani with one of her pigtails. She laughed maniacally. Nice try, but I, Dekamori, can never die so easily. Your ultimate weapon, the white water, has now been eliminated! Kumin had just drunk the glass of milk. Look closely, fake Mori Summer. My death drive will send you screaming into the pits of Tartarus! Mori Summer? Asked Isshiki. What's she talking about? What a silly, strange, preposterous little girl, am I right? Said Nibatani, faking her kindness. Dekamori stepped onto the center of the summoning circle on the floor. 7-colored tone of the Mabinogion, Chapter 3, Verse 1, she said. Nibatani began to feel more nervous. I used my magic to make the circle glow yellow. Is that a summoning circle? Asked Isshiki. Yeah, but I have no idea why it's glowing yellow, replied a worried Nibatani. When the whispers of the spirits and the thoughts of both light and water reach us, the door to the white world shall open, said Deko, reciting the Mabinogion. Nibatani was shaking while Isshiki was concerned about her. I have searched the world these 1,215 years, so I have learned what this world needs more than anything is love, said Deko. Stop it! I don't want to hear it! Nibatani already lost it, as she was rolling all over the floor with her hands covering her ears. As to be expected of a fake, simply hearing the words of the true Mori Summer shatters your facade, said Deko to Nibatani. Hang in there, Mori Summer, said Kumin. Don't call me Mori Summer, you little Uh-oh. Nibatani, you're... began Isshiki. Nibatani slammed her foot on Ishki's. He, Rika, Deko, and Kumin were shocked. Yuuta face-palmed himself. This is even more painful than it looks, said Isshiki, twitching his eye. Nibatani increased her foot pressure on Ishki's. He was now anxious. If you tell anyone from class what you just saw, I'll curse you to death, said Nibatani. Holy shoot, I thought to myself. Yeah! That evening after school, Yuuta, Isshiki, Nibatani, and Rika were near a railroad crossing. Rika was behind the crossing gates. The railroad crossing was sounding its alarm. The wind. It's coming, said Rika, and there came a train. As it passed by Rika, a gust of wind blew on her hair and clothes. The other 3 students were on a bench discussing the love letter. Well, Nibatani, said Isshiki, do you think it's a prank? She looked at the letter. No, I think a girl probably wrote this. Whoa, for real? Asked Isshiki. Do you know who wrote it? Asked Yuuta. No, I don't, replied Nibatani. Could it be love at first sight? Asked Isshiki. Do you really think that's possible? Asked Nibatani. No way, said Yuuta. You shut up, said Isshiki. No matter what, whether things go well with this girl or not is going to depend on you, said Nibatani. She handed him back the letter, but when he reached for it, she grabbed him by the wrist and said, By the way, Isshiki, you've forgotten everything you saw earlier today, haven't you? His legs were shaking. Yes, ma'am. Oh, thank goodness. See you later, said Nibatani as she left. So, Isshiki, what do you think you'll do? Asked Yuuta. No idea. Guess I'll prepare as much as I can, he replied. That way, no matter what happens on Saturday, I'll run a simulation for any possible situation for any girl in class so I'm ready for anything. Isshiki had some confidence. Seriously? Asked Yuuta. Don't worry. Thanks to the cutest girl election, I have access to all the information I need. Thanks to the guys in class, there's no way in the world I can fail. Isshiki. Just then, another train arrived at the station. Welp, I gotta get started right away, so I'm off. See ya, Tagashi. Later, Isshiki. As he ran off to the train, he tripped and dropped something. But Yuuta didn't notice. He could see that Rika was alone at the crossing, so he went next to her. Everything okay? Let's head home, said Yuuta. Yuuta. Your hand. Huh? My hand? Rika grabbed onto it. He was shocked. Stand perfectly still, said Rika. And then the train went by. A gust of wind blew on their hair and clothes. My words may not mean something, but the way the original anime portrayed that scene truly foreshadowed something. When the train left, Yuuta was concerned. What was that? The wind spoke to us. The wind? What are you talking about? The wind is loud. That wasn't the wind, it was the train! But as they were on their way home, they passed the object Isshiki had just dropped. It was his notebook of student girls. Since it was lost and could end up in the hands of anyone, and I mean anyone, that could only mean one thing. Trouble.